You know, a lot of times we be thinking about what they're playing today. All this hip hop and rap, and they forget about where we came from. The soul in our hearts. We all need to go back to church and find the soul.
Doc, I think it flows right in there. It really does.
Well, that's how we put it so it can flow in there. We didn't want it to stand out that far, man.
I don't know. I mean, we can leave it there. I don't know. I'm funny with this stuff.
It's just a little funny.
What are you feeling?
That's a separate track right there, right?
It doesn't sound like.
If he could just.
It can. This is where I'm at with it. It can work. You know, it's commercial and it can work. And it doesn't sound like it's bad or anything. But I don't know. I'm struggling.
Feeling. So
Maybe we don't want.
No, I'm not gonna mute it. I want to move it to the right place. It doesn't sound like it's in the right place. It can listen. Can it work there? It can work there. All right, Jake Stevens in the studio. Do what you do. We're ready. Hit it up. So we started up a couple of months back, working on Jake's project, and we started out in the studio in Hampton, Virginia, called the Lab, and we ended up in Mercy Sound Studios in New York City, working with Nicky Miller.
Hold your left, baby. So many things I want to tell.
I was fortunate enough to play bass for Jay in the group Life, and I worked with Jay back in New York City, and one of the songs we chose to do was Since You've Been Gone. This song was written for Jay some time ago. It was actually written between a guy named Jeff McRae and Jake Stevens, and so we decided that would be a good song to put on the CD.
He imitates James Brown.
He did the Apollo.
So we needed to lay some rhythm guitar tracks, and we decided to bring in Brian Singleton. I grew up with Brian back in Brooklyn. In fact, Brian and his brother Kenny and Andre, those are the guys who were the original bands right there in Flatbush. And Brian had the opportunity, like me, to play with Jay in the group Life. So we needed some guitars, and he's a great guitarist. So we brought Brian Singleton in to basically lay down the rhythm guitars for Since You've Been Gone.
American jazz.
Yeah. And we sang Way of the World.
Okay.
Shaka sang.
He already played that.
Hold your left, baby. So many things I want to tell. And now you're gone. And I don't know why. Raindrops falling from the sky. Enriched with the memories of saying goodbye. I'm lonely for you, and that's the reason why.
Take the Leah story.
Hey, baby, I miss you, baby, now that you're gone. This feeling still lingers on. Oh, and every rainy day.
I gotta say, Jake got in the booth, and in one take, he basically nailed the song. And we started putting the rest of the pieces together. So in laying a song down like Since You've Been Gone, you know, it's very important that all the elements are great in the song, that everything kind of, you know, coincides with one another. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to add a baby grand piano. So the person that we chose to come in and do that was a great keyboard player from out of New York City by the name of Jimmy Hill. Actually, we had so many people in the studio when we were mixing down Since You've Been Gone. Everybody had their own opinion and whatnot. So I was kind of getting upset about that. I don't like a lot of people in the studio when we're mixing. You know, I want to stay focused on what we're doing. But after Jimmy played the keyboards and Jake went in and just nailed the vocals, you know, everything else was just, you know, perfect.
I love it. Hey, Jim, I love it, man. Jimmy. I love it, man. I love it, man. I love it.
Going.
I love it, bro. I love it, man.
Trying to give a man what he wants.
I love it. I love it. I love it, man. You ready, man?
Ooh, my baby told me.
Hey, man. Everybody came in. It started out crazy, but we made it work. We made it work. It started out crazy. Everybody was throwing stuff. I was getting all mad, but it just worked out. Everybody was throwing
Thank you, Nick. I love you, baby.
Let's see what happens on the
My
chain.
son is bringing it to me.
I love it, man. Let's get JJ in the booth.
Yeah, just
Get JJ in the booth, man.
Matt's here. Come on up.
You got 15 minutes, man.
Man, get Jay in the booth, man. It ain't gonna take that long to lay that vocal, Jay.
You can probably do a rough vocals.
Going into the project, Do What You Do was the first song that I wrote. Jay said we needed to have something that was really up and exciting, and that's how he likes the music. And Jay's been known for that, you know, for doing the up-tempo stuff. And Do What You Do fit into the project perfectly.
Yes, I keep on saying. The same old line. Do what you do, do it, baby. Do what you do. I like it, girl. Do what you do, just for me. What you do.
New York-based music producer Tyrone Stevens was the ones that brought us into Mercy Sound, introduced us to Nick Miller and all. Tyrone is Jay's son, and he took an interest in the project, and because of him, we actually got a chance to get in and work in a big major studio, and we're pretty much excited about that. So we originally laid all the tracks for Do What You Do in Hampton, Virginia, in a studio called The Lab. Great engineer by the name of Joey Trax. And we laid all the drums, we laid the strings, keyboards, bass, everything was originally done in Hampton, Virginia. We took everything up north to Mercy Sound in New York City with Nicky Miller up there to kind of mix everything down. So basically, the beginning of Do What You Do was all recorded, all done in Hampton, Virginia at the Lab Recording Studio. Recording engineer Joey Trax has been accredited to work with some of the greatest hip-hop artists. Now, it's just crazy because Joe does a lot of hip-hop, and he works with a lot of the local hip-hop artists throughout Hampton Roads. But we're fortunate to get him. I've been working with Joe for years. He worked with my group with Nothing But The Truth, and also we came into the studio, him and DJ Silk. The work that they've done in Virginia is just amazing with a lot of the local artists, not to mention some of the major artists that Joe and these guys work with. So we're fortunate to have Joey Trax to work on this project with us.
You understand what I'm saying? When you hear that line right there, it make you go like this, You know what I'm saying? It make you feel it. it, baby.
Let me,
You gonna make me feel it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make me feel it, baby.
let me hear the.
Throughout the project, Jake Stevens has been a great inspiration. One thing about Jake, I know because I worked with Jake since I was 15 years old. He sets the standard to be pretty high and the expectations to be very high. And so, you know, at the end of the day, you know, working like that, you're going to end up with a great project. And Jake has definitely been an inspiration throughout the entire project.
You'll see what
Because for real, you don't have to fill everything up right now, Doc, especially when we're going to Pro Tools. We still in Logic right now, the beat process. So really,
So you want to transfer? You want to start transferring?
I am going to start transferring after we finish. Before I get into
Vocals, you got to transfer, yeah.
right, I was going to put it, but that doesn't stop. Like we can either go back into Logic if you want to, or we can just throw you right on top of everything in Pro Tools.
Okay, well, what do you see?
Yeah, which is
Why
what
don't we
you
just go
normally
to
would do.
Pro Tools? So we.
What you normally do is we'll go into Pro Tools.
All right.
Direct.
Well, let's go with the Pro Tools. Let's
All
go
right.
to Pro Tools.
Right now, are we going to go ahead and do that lick real quick?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's get it. Let's get it, DOC. Operate.
Junior on the video.
You see me, you can't see me, you just hit me.
Trying to holler at this girl. Trying to holler at this girl. That girl is so fine. She's so fine. Do what you do. Do what you do. I like it, girl. Do what you do. I say what you do. I like it. You get right here, Newport News. We're working on the project. So
That boy's something.
he prefers to be called Guru. So we're gonna start calling him Guru.
That's Guru.
We know
Wow.
who he is though.
That's the guru.
That's the Guru.
That's the guru.
So we're in here working on the project one more time. Jake Jr. on the camera. Jay Stevens here, so we're trying to bring up the tracks now, and we'll get back to you in a minute.
I just can't control. Burning in my heart, deep down in my soul.
The vocal sessions in the studio are probably more intense than just going in and laying down all the instrument. You know, you go in there, you're in there for 8 to 10 hours just working on one song and just hearing that same vocal over and over. You know, we work really hard to make sure that all the harmonies are in part, and that's something that Jay and I spend a lot of time on doing, just rehearsing the parts to make sure that all the backgrounds are really correct.
A volcano out control. A volcano uncontrolled. Burning in my heart, I'm about to blow.
There you go. There you go.
When writing I'm on Fire, I wanted the bass line to really be driving with the drums, so there's a constant movement between the bass playing and the drums. So, you know, I worked really hard to kind of intensify the bass tracks. A lot of times when working in the studio, it gets kind of monotonous just going over the same song anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. And sometimes we like to take a little break and just fool around. So we took a little break on this session and kind of just grooved on Just My Imagination just to kind of ease the tension, you know, from what we've been doing in the studio all day.
Oh, I realize it all. It's couldn't be a dream, 'cause a dream it feels all real. Oh, let me tell you, baby, just my imagination. Once again, I said, running away with me. Ooh, tell you it was just my imagination. Oh,
nation. Once again.